I used to believe in the person of Umahi, the present governor of Ebonyi State, presently the Minister of Works, prior to this time, until I listened to this woman. I can sense bullying, I can sense oppression, I can sense that we are not interested in business, but to make people feel rejected or treat people with disdain. How can you talk about coastal line, and yet
the member of Federal Executive Council of Nigeria, my attention has been brought to a video where Minister David Umahi accused Win Homes, a legally approved tax-compliant Nigerian company, of owing tax and having a bare land. Can you play the video?
They have invested 250 million. And I wonder why the chairman is not going after them for tax. You have to go after them. But they didn't know that we violated the existing rules. And no single structure was there.
That accusation is false, and what? It is a deliberate defamation. I am now compelled to play a voice recording where Minister Umahi personally threatened me, saying, "We are coming to demolish in 1 hour."
I'm being oppressed in my country. So are they going to demolish
in the next 1 hour?
Now I ask, how does one demolish a bare land? Why did he deploy bulldozer, Federal Ministry of Works staffs, armed escorts, armed personnel, army, military people to destroy what supposedly does not exist? When high-tech expatriate workers refused to demolish our subject property when they saw our documentation. And why did those officials boldly tell us not to interfere, saying they were acting on orders from above? Who gave them those orders? I was shocked to learn that Minister David Umahi is going around saying that we are being sponsored by his political opponent, victim of unlawful demolition, being sponsored. Oh my goodness. Sincerely, this is laughable. When a minister starts seeing political opponents behind every legitimate investor that he wronged, it is not politics again. It is paranoia. It is not governance again. It is delusional. We are not sponsored by any politician. We are diasporans Nigerians who came home under your renewable agenda. We believed in you, Mr. President, but David Umahi is making mockery of that belief. Let me be clear. We are not against Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. We support development, tourism, infrastructure, regional commerce. These are good for Nigeria. But for 8 months, we engage in good faith, only to be told by the Assistant Federal Controller of Work, Lagos State, to package 200 million in cash, in dollars, for them to use it and package the Minister of Work into coming back and shifting our alignment. That is not a rumor. That is what we were told directly. And to cover the crime, they cleared the debris, so there will be no proof of what was destroyed. And where all this is happening, a young boy named Ogalla has been kidnapped in our estate because he is doing his job, a child for that matter, and nothing has been done about it. This is no longer about development, it is about lawlessness. Mr. President, if this administration failed because of David Umahi recklessness, it will be Umahi the world will hold accountable. It will be your legacy that will carry this stain. If you do not act fast, if there is no independent investigation, no compensation for diaspora investors and other developers that have been wronged, that follow the law, then the consequences are clear. Foreign investments will flee. Diaspora's confidence will evaporate. Nigerians will lose its moral standing in global investment community. So I ask of you, Mr. President, will Renew Hope live up to its name, or will David Umahi bury it beneath bulldozers and lies? Mr. President, history is watching. Compensate the victims, probe David Umahi, restore justice, and make sure that the scorecard of you saving the diasporans will be what everybody will be talking about. Posterity will judge this dispensation if it is not done. Thank you very much, Mr. President, and God bless Nigeria.
From our complaint, I can sense false allegation. I can sense deceit or lie. I can sense betrayal to renewed hope agenda that was promised by the president. In our choice of words, I hear I say paranoia, which another word for feeling being persecuted, and it is highly delusional. You are pressing someone because she's complaining, it is being tagged as being sponsored by political opponent, even when the person is crying and yelling over the kind of oppression he or she is facing in our business. For me, it is a case of high-handedness, it is lawlessness in this country, that when we are being oppressed by these politicians, we are being oppressed by our leaders, when we talk or we complain, it is being tagged, being sponsored by political opponents. Before you know, the next will be unlawful arrest of this person, unlawful detention, and harassment in the court. What a nonsense of this country.